Hey, good evening, guys. Welcome to Monday Night Real Flight. Let's get going. EQ, how you doing, EQ? Nice to see you, my friend. Nice to see you. I hope you're having a great night, staying warm, all that kind of stuff. I know parts of the dang world or the U.S. are getting toasted. I hope the sound is okay. Better shut the plane off. Can't put the radio down with the plane going. Well, you can, but doing great, brother. Thank you. Glad to know that. Does it get very cold? Did you get any snow where you're at? All we got today was about 72-degree temperatures. Maybe even higher than that. I think I got a sunburn yesterday. Yes, sir. About 6 inches. Whoa. Yeah, I saw all the videos from Florida. Oh my goodness, they got hit hard. That's a once in a lifetime event there. Been in the teens at night and 30s in the day. Oh my goodness, EQ, that's tough. That I bet that paint booth when it's cranked up to about 80 feels pretty nice. Kenny Rogers, mofos and moforettes. How's it going, Kenny? KFR's in the room. Yeah, some big news happening here in Tucson with the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. I guess Savannah Guthrie's mother. I didn't know she lives in Tucson, but I do now. Hope they find the woman. I'll be in flying when I get done with this head this head change with wifey. Woo! You betcha, man. Yeah, good to hear from you, Kenny. Hope you're doing okay. I'm alive, EQ. EQ, I hope Dell is taking care of you by now. It looked like he was doing a good job. It didn't look like he was doing it too fast. Also known as partaking in the devil's lettuce. Right. That's exactly right. Uh huh. Oh, yeah. I think I'll pick up the thing and fly. See if I remember how. Woohoo! Dell is still working on the Tahoe. That's good. I hope he doesn't disappoint us. He's an awfully good guy. Any more advances on your building, EQ? Philip Cockrum. Hi, Philip. Sup? I heard a story from Canada today, Philip. It said frozen concentrate juices are no longer a thing. You won't be able to buy them after a while. Waiting on a tax return. Now then I'll get started on the building. Nice, man. Yeah, we're all waiting on money. Hopefully we get some. You have to think about how to make them for too long, because the labeling. It's crazy expensive with tariffs, Bill. I'm sure everything is now. I think they're trying to economically kill us, you know. They don't have to do anything else except make it just unaffordable to live, right? You guys checked the lights on your car lately? Kenny probably did this morning when he got up. Probably walked around it, made sure the plate lights working, brake lights are working, all that. Well, I got the buggy running. I got my little Volkswagen buggy going. Now I just have to make it where it stops and where the lights work. But I'm getting there. I beat my head against the wall for 2 days just to find out that I got a faulty fuse box. It does not work. Not a bit. Thank you, Philip. Yeah, I had the weekend, and I've been working on the house, so I wanted to do something else for a few days. I worked on it Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A little bit this morning. I got the welder out, welded the bracket back on that holds the front nose on the thing. I've got to wait on PBY to come back in stock now before I can get one. Oh, yeah. And, you know, and hopefully they bring them back into stock. Because some of those planes, they quietly go out of stock and then all of a sudden they're no longer available. Z-Man jumped in. Let's watch Z-Man. Thank you, sir. Yeah, had a good time working on the buggy. It's fun to do something else. Hi, Dan. That sounds great. I just put the follower on you. So we'll watch you fly this F-86. Great choice, by the way. And that livery. Oh, yeah. That one looks nice. Nice big field. Go fast field here tonight. I had my granddaughter for a few hours today. That's always fun. Nice big outside loop. Nice flying, Dan. I think tomorrow I'm going to go get a new master cylinder for the buggy and stop goofing around with this. I bought it 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. Mike Bird. Hi, Mike Bird. Hope you're doing well, sir. So before you go drive your car again, make sure you look at all the lights. Make sure they work. And then make sure you got your proper paperwork in the glove box or console or visor or wherever you keep it. I've been driving my van around for a couple months now with not the right insurance paperwork in there. Woo. Lucky for me, I never get pulled over, but it would be the day that I don't have the stuff in the glove box, right? Hello, Jeff. Jeff in Lower Alabama. Glad to see you, my friend. Hope you had a great day, and I hope it's not too cold. I was shocked when I saw some of the videos from Florida with the snow on the beach, the frozen fields of fruit and berries. Mountain RC. How are you, Mountain RC? Thank you for jumping in, everybody. I certainly appreciate it. Working on the old school Model Works kit. Yes, sir. That's nice. I can't wait to see that one. Urban Legend. Hello, Ty. Cooking dinner and listening. I'll be in the chat shortly. That sounds delicious. Going to be mounting the motor in the morning. Nice. Very cool. Dan has given us a show with the F-86. Yeah, after I got the buggy running on yesterday, I got it going yesterday. So the start, function, key on, off, accessory, all that works. And I got to fix all the other wiring. But like I mentioned before, I fought for a whole day banging my head against the wall. Paul McNeil, what's going on, man? How you doing, Paul? And I could not get that fuse box to work. Because it's bad. It's just all there is to it. If it no work, no make power through it, it don't work. Got the buggy back online, Paul. I'm just going to bite the bullet and go buy a master cylinder tomorrow. I did the cockpit today. It could have been better. Made the opening larger than needed, but it'll look good. Yep. It's always fun to make those little modifications and not make it exactly by the book. I mean, that's the fun part, like when I build trucks and stuff. Just to make those subtle little changes that not many people will see, but some keen eyes will pick up on it and go, hey, that's not supposed to be that way. The sand car is alive. Yeah, it's more like a mountain goat than a sand car. Now, I don't know if all of you have seen. I used to get entire VW wiring harness for $300, laid out perfectly. Yes, hooked it up and pulled it everywhere, charged 800, and done a flock of them. But 20 years ago now. Yep. I'm doing a very unique paint job on my brother's brother-in-law's E-Flight D18. If I don't like it, I'll just add a little padding around the opening. There you go. Maybe some of you haven't seen the Volkswagen buggy, so I'll show you a picture of it. Up on the trailer, ready to go. It's a cool little ride. Fun for out in the trails. Dan is cutting up the sky tonight. It needs a gun rack. Yeah, like a machine gun mounted on the back off of the roll bar. Like the old Jeeps in the World War II had. That might scare people. I painted it. First, I painted it green, like a camo green. And then I did it to tan. And everybody keeps telling me that I should do it red again. It used to be red. But I really don't want a red buggy. Then today I was thinking maybe satin black. Who knows? I'm not worried about making it look cool. I just want to make it function first. Because if it doesn't function, it's only going to look cool in my yard. You know, Paul, somewhere I have the gun rack off of my four-wheeler. And that would be cool if I could dig it out and put it on the back. Take it out quail hunting or something. Special Forces use a sand buggy. Yep. Well, that one is a 1960. It is on a 1960 Volkswagen Pan. And it has a big engine in the back, right? 1835. But it was built before they started building the fiberglass Myers and all kinds of other buggies. It predates those. And Impy is a big maker of Volkswagen stuff. And if you look up Impy Sportster, they used to sell cars. And they sold kits. And I believe that this one out here was built from a kit. Hard to tell though. That was like, about the time I was born. Looked like Kenny Rogers was flying. Let's watch Kenny tear it up. Woohoo. Oh yeah. The old VW Bugs had a strong front end. They do. This one has the link pin. It's the early. I think it was 66 or 67. They changed to the ball joint front end. Link pin or king pin front suspension. Yeah. It'll be fun. I was looking up last night. They have a show in Glamis on March 7th this year, so it's not too far away. Called the Old School Roundup, and it's all kinds of Volkswagen powered buggies and older ones and newer ones. I say new, some of these people are taking, a 2000 buggy out there, and because it's 25 years, it qualifies as a classic now. But to me, it's not. Nice flying, Kenny. Dan Zimmerman. Some good flying there, Dan. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you jumping in. My 64 Ghia had the same front end, yes. And the same horrible brakes, probably. Although, when they work well. Ooh, time for a Viper. Yeah, yeah. I once had a Scirocco VR6. Scirocco's were cool. If you're a Volkswagen person, you either loved them or hated them. I did have a Super Beetle before, but it is completely different from, the one I have now. I mean, it had McPherson struts in the front, with the IRS rear end instead of the swing arm. Completely different animal. And it didn't make a very good off-road buggy, to tell you the truth, although it had all the fiberglass on it that made it look cool. And the headlights right in real close to each other on the front. The fiberglass fenders in the front and back. Took 6 pounds off the flywheel, yep. Yeah, the flywheel in the buggy out here it's been lightened. By how much, I don't know. But it's also been 8 doweled. You know, they have dowel pins that hold the clutch in place to the crank. This one's been drilled for eight pins. You know what? I did do a video of it, and I forgot I didn't even post it. I can't believe that. I was all excited when I got it done, and then I was like, oh, I came in and started doing other things and didn't post it. What a shame. Gosh darn it, Bill. Well, that's the way it is, I guess, right?
Volkswagen Buggy, MP Sports.
A buddy in his high school had a VW convertible. We had a blast riding around in it. Post that. Yes, I will, Philip. Let me see if I can. Gosh, you know what? It's been so long since I posted a video. I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, that's funny. For goodness sakes. That's too much. I'll do that. I just sent it to my email address on my computer. I can do it from my computer much easier from my phone. They are fun. They're fun little cars. Kenny Rogers is stuck in space. Oh, not anymore. Tearing it up. Woohoo. Well, I hope you all had a great Monday. I heard there was some earthquakes up there by the Bay Area in California. Can't say it was from the cold, like the ones last week. Nice. Nice knife edge, Kenny. Woohoo. Turn the corner. Nice flying, Kenny. Smoke on. What? No kidding, Paul. Just got my power back on yesterday. Went 7 days. 7 days with no power? Wow. Paul, do you have a little generator or something to keep things running? Glad you're over that no power stuff, man. That's messed up. P. Bradley's here. Let's see what P. Bradley's flying. Timber. Firewood only. Oh, that firewood only doesn't keep the milk cold or the beer cold. I bet you burned up a half a cord. Yes, sir. That's very true, Jeff. Good thing you had some wood stacked. Okay, we'll keep the action going. Put it back on Dan. Watch Dan fly. Yeah, I would hate for it to come to where you had to like start burning foam to stay warm. That wouldn't be a good situation. Don't ever run out of wood. Kenny Rogers is just hanging around in a yellow biplane. Ten east miles east of me will not have power for 2 weeks more. Oh my gosh. 10 people east of you. Not good. Is it from the freezing temperatures, Paul? Trees down, power lines down, that kind of stuff? $10 miles. That'd be nice if that was the closest neighbor. Just the kind of place I want to live. At the end of the road where nobody else is around. Trees and power lines, yeah. Oh, 68 tomorrow sounds really nice, Jeff. That's approaching what kind of temperatures we normally have. The weight of the ice brings the lines down. Did any of you see the drone? They're using a drone to clear ice off of the lines. A drone with a weight on the bottom of it. A long weight, and they bang it against the lines and it makes all the ice fall off. Yeah, the darn dog saw their shadow this morning. Was that Punxsutawney Phil thing? Was that yesterday? 6 more weeks of winter. Is that what they're saying? Hopefully not for the South down there in Florida. Jiminy Christmas. Yes, Bill, very clever. Today is Groundhog's Day. Gotcha. Who's that? Bill Murray in Groundhog's Day? That's a good movie. UMX Dog has to go outside. Sounds good. We'll switch it up to Kenny Rogers. Kenny's not flying. Let's switch to P. Bradley. We'll watch P. Bradley for a few minutes. Woohoo! Sure do miss my nose view camera. Yeah, it doesn't work on this field, huh? You want me to switch fields? I can do that. What field do you want to fly, Kenny Rogers? Okay, we'll go back up. Woohoo! It doesn't matter that much, Bill. Yeah, I know. Oh, there you go. Nice choice for a warbird. Very nice, Kenny. Yeah, they made a lot of disturbing discoveries with this Nancy Guthrie disappearance. They're saying that she was drugged from her bed in the middle of the night. Does anyone have the Freewing J1090? The J10, that kind of looks similar to the Rafale. I mean, it's kind of a Delta Wing canard. I don't know if they actually work up on the J10. If I'm thinking of the right one, Mike. Delta Wing. Yep. I had got one of those Delta Wing flying triangles, and it flew once. I basically took off, and I had to hold up elevator the whole flight. And anytime I slowed down, it was coming out of the air. So I flew it until I think it ran out of gas, and then it crashed. Bull. Wow, Bill, is the old man doing better? Yeah. Wes had a video out on it yesterday. It looks great. I like the way those fly. Seems like you can high alpha them really, really nice. Of course, you got to move the battery back enough. Nice flying, Kenny. Hard on the brakes. Let's watch Jim. Jim's got the F-15. There are a few people that have the F-15. I think it's a 64 millimeter at the field. They actually fly really nice. Definitely thinking about it. Yes, Wes waxed high alpha on it very easy. I have that plane. Nice flying, Jim. I have the Arrows RC Twin 64 F-15 going to Maidenhead this spring. That sounds good. That sounds good, Dan. I hope it all goes well. Needs a lot of runway to take off, but it's a great flyer. You know, Philip, that's kind of what I noticed with the ones at the field. I mean, we have a 475-foot runway, and those guys use 3/4 of it or more to get off the ground. There are two guys, and they'll take off tandem together, fly around. A couple of guys, they'll bring their A-10s, and then they'll fly those around tandem. Our club doesn't mess around, man. It's already February 2nd, and they're sending me notices in the mail. You haven't paid your dues yet. Yeah, I know. I'm broke. I gotta wait for some money to come in. Actually, I'm spinning it on the Volkswagen, right? But I'm really glad that it doesn't really cost that much compared to other vehicles. No problem. I started building a crawler kit yesterday. Hopefully, finish the build today. But I don't paint the body. Nice. Is it a Vanquish kit or which kit is it, Mike? That's where I have fun with foam board. I blip the throttle and mine's in the air. Not as cool looking though. Yeah, I get you. We have a pretty good sized runway at our field. That's nice. Hey, Victor. How you doing, Victor? Nailed it, Vanquish. Nice. That's a very nice kit, Mike. King of the Hammers is this week, yeah. They had King of the Hammers in the two-wheel drive, the motorcycle division, over the weekend. I was watching some of that. Unlanding gets on my house at gets on 250 at my house. Okay, great, Bill. Jim, thank you so much for flying. Let's go to David. F-16 time. Looking forward to watching on YouTube, hopefully, Dan. Yeah, King of the Hammers, that's a brutal race. You know, through the flat desert, through the mountains. Oh, that's all right. Jets, I'm sorry, Bill. Bratwurst fingers got me. I sold a rock crawler this weekend. Did good on it. Nice. I plan on watching it as well. Yep. You don't go sausage fingers, you go right to the bratwurst, right, Kenny? Brats are good with beer. Spicy brown mustard. Now I'm hungry. Thank you, Kenny. Had it 2 years. It was just a shelf queen anyway. Yeah, sometimes you buy something like that, you like think I really want it, and then you get it and you're like, I don't want to tear it up. It's definitely paid keeping a hold of your RC collection. Yeah, I really, really, really wish that I still had my Traxxas Rustler. Well, it was my kids, right? That thing was so tough. I don't think I ever bought parts for it to fix it. And we used to jump it off a bicycle ramp, you know, 6 feet, 8 feet in the air. That thing never broke. I have a few of those, Philip. My HPI Savage is 21 years old. Have you run your RC Ford truck lately? No, I haven't, Paul. I have not. Tell you the truth, the weeds have gotten so tall in my yard that I doubt I could run it in around here. At least I'd have to go out to where there's no weeds. Rustler, Bandit, and Stampede are all still exactly the same as 20 years ago. Hopefully they take better batteries. Greg Rowland! Scott! How you doing, Scott? Hope you're doing well, Greg. Staying warm. It was a beautiful day today. Let's see. Had to put a long sleeve shirt on because I'm chilly. Chilly Willy tonight. Well, you guys are dealing with 20s and teens, and it's 69 here and I'm cold. The world's not right, man. How's it going tonight, Scott? Hopefully you're doing well. David's doing a good job flying this F-16 around. I have to say, even on real flight, I'm not that much of a jet guy. I don't know why. I mean, I like the way they look. It's just certainly not like a prop plane, you know? I hear you. My connection is weird. Victor's in the room. Let's watch Victor. Groggy Axe is here. Woohoo. Victor's got the Super Cub. Might restart my real flight. Okay. Relaro seems to be the new innovators in Surface RC. They're changing up the game on price and innovation. They have some cool stuff, Mike. Innovation, yes. There you go, Victor. That's a nice way to do it. Scott Morgan is flying the L-39. What? You know, they have everything else, right? Victor, nice flying. Banging the wings around. Flying like that must be hard on the kidneys, though. You'd be sitting on them the whole time. Nice, Victor. Sold a servo today too. Charged the guy extra $5 extra because he wasted my time on the last purchase. There you go. At least you get a chance to kind of make it up a little. Now that he knows you have RC stuff, he'll be calling you back. You'll be able to tax him again. Nice flying, Victor. Let's go to Groggy Axe with the Arrow Works. Woohoo! 3D action. Dragging the tail. has left the flying area. Thank you for flying tonight, Dan. I certainly appreciate it. Michael Bear, good evening, gents. How are you, Michael Bear? Did you see the new release from Harbor Freight today? Hi, Fred. Cadillac STSV06. I could stay on for a bit more, have 7 a.m. meeting tomorrow. Ooh. That's pretty early, Dan. Even for me. Got the Pro 260. A profile. I had a plane like that. Woohoo. Tell you what, they're a handful. Couldn't be better. Sounds like I'll be going to Harbor Freight tomorrow if they have a new release. Not my favorite thing, Bill. Well, if 7 a.m. meeting is for coffee and a piece of toast, you know, at the table, I can make that one. Maybe a soft-boiled egg too. Mm-mm. Holy moly. Look at that tumble. Fred, I hope the temperature's treating you well today. Up into the 20s at least, 30s. I made it. It's Dell. How you doing, Dell? Woo. I remembered this time. Kenny was freezing his ass off last night in Florida. Oh my goodness, Michael Bear, I saw all the ice and the snow on the beach. It's horrible, huh? Good at the moment playing Star Citizen. There you go. Groggy Axe is giving the old wave. We'll watch Scott Morgan. Tearing it up with his ribbons. Woohoo! There you go. Oh, Scott's going to do some pole dancing for us. I'm Glad them loads fit your hoppers there, EQ. Hit 29 today. Woohoo! Boy, that's almost above freezing. I'm sure it felt good. Dell, you have cold temperatures where you're at too? Hopefully you're staying warm. Yeah, Paul, I have. Will I ever fly a helicopter? I mean, I have flown a helicopter. And it was pretty cool. You know, it was one that had the the stability and all that. Timber! That was a pretty slow fall. What was that, Bill? I missed what you asked. If you're staying warm and what the temperature is there where you're at. Okay, I gotta go to the bathroom. Hang on. Yeah. I'm feeling pretty fuzzy. Yeah. Well, I just finished a soda, Michael Bear, and it just it just runs right through me sometimes, you know. Lizards are falling out of the trees in Florida's. Better than shooting them out, Paul. Those things seem to be a nuisance. I saw somewhere where a guy was out shoveling snow and he ran across one of those dang Nile monitor lizards. Like right out and right in the snow, like had a frostbit tongue, toes were all messed up, but he saved it, which is cool. I beat the taste. I bet they taste good, yeah. Kenny Rogers, I'm out, guys. Enjoyed it. Take care, Kenny. Thank you for being here, man. You should call that Bikini Lizard Hunter. She's a good shot. The big males attack people and little dogs. Yes. I wonder if Kenny Hanger 51 has those iguanas in his yard. Fast food. That is true. So on the 11th, I have surgery to fix the disc at C5 and C6. Ouch, that doesn't sound like it's any fun. I think that's what's going to happen to my kid pretty soon. Tastes like chicken. Well, I've never had iguana, but I have had rattlesnake, and it tastes like chicken too. Only took them 11 years to finally say it wasn't arthritis. Ugh. Well, hopefully it gives you some relief, you know? I had C5 and C6 myself. Ugh. Not good. Hopefully it's not giving you too much pain, Paul. Had the damage for 20 years. It will be better. Yeah. Sorry, 21 years now. Wow. That's quite a long time. Let's see if anybody else is flying. Scott is cutting it up tonight. David. David's just parked. Victor's flying. We'll watch Victor for a little bit. I sleep on the hard floor. Solved all my back problems. You know, I prefer a firm mattress and a flat pillow. Long time to be in pain, Paul. Yeah, no kidding. So for the past 6 months, my son has been going to see a neurosurgeon. And now I think they're going to send him to an orthopedic surgeon. Yeah, I should have streamed and shown the damage to my spinal cord. It's a tenth of the size it should be at that spot. Oh, dang. Dang, that is tough, Dell. I'm sorry you're having to deal with that. My neck is good now. We won't ask about the rest of you, Paul. Woohoo! Victor likes the big airplanes. Bloody cold weather does not help. No. Back problems. Yep, no more wild horses. You say horses, but we all know it was that little machine out front the drugstore that you were on. Come on, Paul. We know it. Just kidding. Just kidding, my friend. You never see those things anymore. It's very rare if you do. They gathered them all up and put them in a warehouse somewhere. Coming in. One nickel at a time. Yes, sir. I remember when they were a nickel. And some of them were a dime. And the penny gumball machine would always give you 2 pieces of gum for that penny, it seemed like. Vending can be a good business. It's all about location. Yes, it is. In fact, Philip, I was talking with my kid, and at one point he was looking for a claw machine. And he was going to post it online so you could remotely, from your phone, access the machine and make it go down and claw. And then if you win, he would ship that thing to you. And then he told me, yeah, there's some places that have hundreds of claw machines that are set up that way. I was bounced on my head too much. Yep, you and me both, Paul. Like a basketball. A laundrette. Laundromat can be good business. Around here, car washes do very good. There's like 3, 4, 5. There's 5 car washes within like 3 miles of me in a 3-mile circle. There's got to be at least 5 car washes. Japanese love that stuff, yeah. I caught a story before I went live about some people that were involved in an accident in Colorado. And in the accident, their cat got out of their car. And I'm thinking to myself, why do they got a cat in the car? But, you know, it went missing for 7 days. And the night that it went missing, they had a blizzard, snowstorm. And people went out for 7 days until they found that cat and they returned it to the people. Miracles do happen. Got to take care of your fur babies. Oh no! This conversation reminds me of the time my dad yanked the shopping cart forward without looking and didn't realize I was standing up in the cart, landed on my head. Oh no! Buy for 7 cents, sell for $1. What could go wrong? This hurt for sure. I remember that headache. Ouch. All run by the mafia here, car wash. Actually wash their drugs, their drug money. I can imagine. I bet other car wash owners really envy all the money they make. Oh boy. All of your Waffle Houses went away except for one? Oh no. I catch the big air. PK Ripper. I met the chief pilot for Mr. Car Wash. He's based in Tucson. There are tons of Mr. Car Washes here. That's more like a full service. Run your car through. Not too far away from me. My first job in Tucson, I worked at a place called Super City Discount Liquors. It was a liquor store. And they had a car wash right next door to the liquor store. It was right in front of a hardware store. That car wash is still there. The sink that you wash out the rags in that I used 40 years ago is still there. The little squeegee thing that you roll, to roll out your rag, all the water out of it, it's still there. The same one. It's crazy that the people that own that car wash have been able to keep it intact for all these years. Nice flying, Victor. Let's see if David is flying again. Nope. We'll go see Scott Morgan. Nope. We got Victor. That's who we got. Coin-op air pumps were the best, though. Had to collect so often because they would jam up. I refused to pay for air. I had to use my air compressor over the weekend. And I had to get it out of the shop. And of course, what does an air compressor have? A flat tire. I air it up and it goes flat just as soon as I air it up. I don't know what happened. Nice flying, Victor. You know, the Lowe's over here has free air now. They have a little air station over by the contractor's entrance. Everywhere else, you got to pay for air. Or you got to go wait in line, 6 cars deep for Discount Tire to check your air pressure. Unless you get lucky and there's nobody in line, which is very rare. Right in front of the Harbor Freight. Blow your own tire then. I got a compressor for my PCP air rifles. Mike Bird, those little air rifle tanks take quite a bit of pounds of pressure. Rust on the wheels at the tire bead. No, not here, Paul. That tire bead looks brand new. We had a car wash that had the first automated gas pump I ever saw. It took only quarters, just like the wash. Of course, it was only 35 cents a gallon. Wow. $300. That's quite a bit. I believe it, Mike Bird. Hard to believe they've been around for so long. When did Daisy rifles come out? In the 1800s? Ooh, nice, Victor. Have a great week, everyone. Signing off. Dan, thank you so much for being here and flying. We'll see you next time. Have a great week and stay warm. I had taken a break to eat, but still hanging and listening. That's good. Gonna fly again. Let's see who jumped in. Carlos Jamie. Watch Carlos fly a little bit. Very nice. It cost the average station $1,500. Uh-oh. What the heck? Somebody shut off real flight, guys. What? What the heck happened? And then it went dark. Oh no. Okay, I'll open it back up. Got dumped. Need a break anyways. Yep. We'll see what happens. Real flight. Thought it was me. Nah. There we go. There we go. Now I just gotta start the multiplayer again. Host. Daisy was a windmill company, changed production in 1882. My internet's been weird today. Yeah, mine too. Okay, for anybody that wants to jump back in, it's back open. I just watched a video on it. That's cool. I think I saw something about that in my feed. Scott Morgan is back flying. Kaboom. There we go. That's why they lasted so long, but not built by toy makers, yeah. You know, I had a Daisy air rifle when I was a kid. That thing was pretty accurate. I mean, I got to where I could watch that BB go. I knew just how high to hold it to make it hit. Bill, I've been trying to connect and got bounced like 5 times, saying the host is busy. I had to restart it, Fred. It bounced everybody out. Having issues. Got the kiddo one a few years ago. Already broken. You know, I bought one of those, a pellet gun. You know, the ones you can pump 10 times. Pow! That thing didn't last but a year before it just wouldn't pump up anymore. Did you try hitting it with a hammer, Fred? Ugh. Woo. Scott's up there flying with the red-tailed hawks. I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. BSA Ultra Junior Best Child Air Rifle. BSA, that's a good name right there. Does that stand for Birmingham Small Arms? I forget. BSA makes nice stuff. Scott, thank you so much. We'll watch Fred. Fred's got the little blue plane. Yep. Yes, Bill. BSA. Birmingham Small Arms. Right down the pipe. Hammer forged barrel made in house. Now owned by Gamo. Fly good, don't suck. Entered. Spanish company. Okay. I found this old Gamo rifle in storage, Mike. It's incredible. Thought I sold it. Well, Woohoo! There you go. Right under the canopy. Oh, man. Good thing is Gamo now have great barrels. You can have the best barrel in the world, but if you don't have good optics, you're not going to hit anything. I had to keep it hidden. One of those things your friends always want to buy from you. Yeah. So over the weekend, I sold my daughter's Proform, ride bicycle, stationary bike. She bought it a long time ago. And she sold it, actually. The lady just came over here to get it. And the lady that came by, I said, "Oh, are you getting this as a coat rack too?" Or she just started laughing. I said, "Look at the pedals. These things have 0 miles on it." I'm all digital on optics now, Bill. Day-night scopes. Woo. That's nice, but they're pricey. We had a mean kid in the neighborhood. He used to shoot us in the ass with a BB gun. Kurt Swink. Bastard. Dang it, Michael. The older kids used to try and do that to us. We actually had a BB gun fight, a war, in the backyard of Richard Hawkins' house. And I caught his brother in the ear, right in the lobe, with a BB. Kurt Swink sounds like a porn name. Oh, man. Nice flying, Fred. Thank you so much. Try and keep things going. I'll go down and watch Fly Good, Don't Suck. We'll go Chase View. There we go. Yeah, I only had one kid that was a problem to me. George Farrell. George Farrell stole my bicycle right out from underneath me and took off riding it down the road, laughing. We were in the 2nd grade. I really hated that kid. I should never have trusted him when he said, "Hey, can I sit on your bike?" I guess. He was just a meanie. He was the bully in school. Stole my bicycle. I never did get it back either. They all have their day, right? Mike Bird. Karma will come and get you. Yeah, I didn't get it back. So EQ, I can't wait to see a trains update vid with them loads. Nice. EG2RC is in the room. Woohoo! So I actually broke out the welder today and did some welding. I was going to leave it out so I could work on that cab again. And then my daughter called. Can you watch Reagan? Bring her over anytime. Yep, my Uncle Keith used to say that. Every dog has his day. That's true. Fly good, don't suck. Thank you, sir. EG2RC. Let's check you out. Nice. I've got to do some soldering on my crawler kit. Bloody hate it. Whoa, that's quite a bit. That's cool. Dell. Custom sized some files and printed some coal. So he's got some coal cars. You can do it, Mike. Keep your surfaces clean. Karma has a way of showing up at the right time. That's exactly right. EG2RC. Nice flying. Snapping it around like you know what you're doing. I don't mind soldering stuff on my crawlers. Yeah, so I had the heat shrink out, the soldering gun out, little connectors out, and I still couldn't get it all done. I did a full custom light kits on some of mine, so they have to be wired up, like on the Tacoma. can't solder without a cigarette going. I know some people that can't do anything without a cigarette going. You know, Michael Bear, I've been out there cleaning up my shop, and I have a brand new soldering gun, still in the package. You know, one of the Weller gun type with the two prongs coming out that connect. It's got two little headlights that come on when you pull the trigger. Depends on the cigarette. Nice. I do need to reprint a new bed for my taco, as I will be printing a new body for it. Gonna update that Night Runner to 2024 taco. Don't ever solder without pants. Right. Never sandblast naked. It won't end well. I do welding in flip-flops. No thank you. I always, no matter what kind of shoe I wear, I always burn my feet. Though today was the first day in a long time I was laying on my back trying to weld, because I just can't jack the buggy up high enough to do it, you know, regular. EG2RC, thank you, man. Go back up the list. Mr. Scott Morgan. Whoop, got the prop. Prop strike. I had slag go down my shoe. Ooh, not fun. Not fun, Paul. Yeah. That's very true, Dell. Did you guys notice the box, the boom box there on the damn gas pump? I've never seen that before. Some of the things you see in here, it's crazy. Welded for 20 plus years. You get used to it. Yep. Yeah, can you see the little thing, little radio on the gas pump there? Wonder what other little hidden gems are in this thing. You got parts falling off, Scott. You're flying it to pieces. It was so hot yesterday. I think I got a little sunburn going on. I came in and my wife said, "Your nose is red. You got too much sun." I'm telling you what, Philip. I just looked at the time, 8:20. Gee, Merry Christmas. 2 hours is not that long, really. I mean, Kenny does a 3 or 4 hour show sometimes. Sometimes 7 or 8. Keith Christie in the house. Hi, Keith. Nice to see you, my friend. You look a bit red, yeah. I felt it. I could feel it. It won't be long and it'll still be light out when I start the show. Was just about to get dark, all to where you would need to turn on headlights outside. When I started at 6:30. So the days are getting longer. I'm happy about that. Thank goodness. Scott, thank you so much. Let's go to Victor. Watch Victor for a few. Nice flying, Victor, as always. Sitting too close to the fire. Only burn my skin gets here. Yeah. We used to go to the lake a lot when I was a kid. There was a guy, Mac Johnson, that sat too close to the fire with his wooden leg, and he caught it on fire. His wife was not happy. Oh my goodness. I was just a little kid, probably like 10 or 12, somewhere in there. Woohoo! So what's going to be the big new release, guys? What's coming out next? Anybody know? Whose arm did we got to twist to find out? Fred. Do you have the Motivation J1090? There you go, Victor. Tearing it up. The new timber. The Motion J10. The EDF Aero Scout. Well, you know, a 2-meter Aero Scout would be pretty darn cool. Maybe even 2.2. No, Mike, maybe someday when more room. Nice flying, Victor. Any plane not built to a price point. Yeah. Very tempted. It looks like a fun aircraft. Victor, thank you so much. I see Fred's in the chat. So we'll go to Fly Good Don't Suck. Kaboom. Very tempted, yeah. Have you had your car in for maintenance, Mike? They keep up with the basic oil changes and stuff like that? I'm sure you already have to put a set of tires on it. Spencer Key says the J10 is one of the best foam EDFs out there. I believe it. I believe anything Spencer says. Very nice flying. He flies good and he does not suck. McLaren is put away for the winter. Yeah, definitely not a cloudy, rainy, snowy, wintry kind of car. My truck did good in the ice. That's great, Paul. Even though you didn't have any power, the truck will start. Get on down the road. Or wet leaves. Yeah. You know, that's like around here. We have these little tiny leaves that are from the mesquite trees. And they always get packed around the edges of your fenders and hood. And then they get wet, they don't come out. Horrible stuff, man. G-Man Jelly is flying. And he left the field. Guys, I cannot thank you enough for stopping in, hanging out, and thank the pilots for flying, and just listening to me BS about whatever. You guys have a great week. Defender is a great winter vehicle. Yes, it is. Bill, great show. Thank you all. Thank you, Philip, Jeff, Mike Bird, Paul, Fred, all 10 of you. Victor, Keith, everyone that's still here. You guys have a great week. And stay warm. Stay safe. And we'll see you next Monday night for Monday Night Real Flight. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you soon. I'll leave.